The Premier League is due to start. Not too long to go. Personally, I can't wait. Let's have a little short preview of what to expect. We've talked a lot about City here. Neil, are they still your favourites? Are they your favourites, full stop, to at least retain the title this coming season?
No, I'm going to... There's three I think can win it, and they're cut above the rest: City, Chelsea and Liverpool. So I know Man Utd have done some good business, but I still think they're not at the level of the other three. And I'd be interested to see the business that's done at them in the next few weeks. You know, Chelsea look like they're going to flex their muscles now and bring in Lukaku. And if they do, then I would make them my favourites to win the league. That they finished ever so well under Tuchel, won the Champions League, obviously, and they've got good strength and depth. And they would just be my favourites at the minute. I think Liverpool will come strong again. Crowds are back. We'll get a few players back like Van Dijk, you know, Gomez. They had horrendous injuries last year and obviously no fans. I think that affected them a lot more than it did other clubs. And City, you have to say, will be thereabouts. But for me, you know, if it was a betting man at the start of the season, I'd go Chelsea.
Not Manchester United in that equation for you, even though it looks like they're trying to address any defensive issues by getting Rafael Varane in to partner Harry Maguire. Jadon Sancho, no? No,
not for me. I don't think the midfield's good enough. I think they've still got a problem with goalkeeper. You know, I don't know if they're going to go with De Gea or they're going to go with Henderson. You know, watching in the Europa League final was a great opportunity to win a trophy, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't get over the line against a sub-stat.
Will they get in the top four?
What do you say,
for you?
Who?
Will they get in the top four?
Yeah, I think they'll make the top four. Yeah, I think they'll be the top four. Those four teams. I think they're just stronger, and you know they've got more financial clout than most of them. Maybe Leicester knock on the door again. I'm not so sure. But for me, those three teams, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City, they're just a cut above from me at the minute.
Chris, love your take on this as well. I mean, one of your former sides there, Chelsea, potentially being favourites. What do you reckon?
Yeah, do you know what? I thought Neil must have heard me say about Lukaku earlier, where he agreed with me there, didn't he? If Chelsea get him, Tuchel has done an amazing job with Chelsea defensively. Werner didn't really fire. I think he'll benefit from that season or last season in the Premier League. Havertz was coming onto a game. They won the Champions League. Just imagine if they get Lukaku, who, you know, is an absolute goal machine. I'm thinking Chelsea, but if Manchester City go and get Harry Kane, the title's only going to, the title will go to Manchester City. Liverpool are an interesting one. I wonder whether they have to freshen up in a few areas, but the Van Dijk factor coming back is massive for them. We know what a huge influence he has been at Liverpool, but just, you know, is he going to recover from this injury and be the same player? So I think that's it's a really interesting one. And I'm with Neil on Manchester United. I don't know why. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done a really good job there, but there's something in my stomach which is telling me they, for whatever reason, they aren't as good as a Chelsea or a Manchester City, and you know they'll have to prove me wrong. I think Sancho is a great piece of business. I think Varane is an upgrade, but there's something about them. And Neil mentioned the Europa League final, losing that. That's going to put more pressure on the manager. We know what it's like at Manchester United. You lose 2 games on the spin, and there's an element of the United support who say, sack the manager, he's not good enough, he's not experienced enough, he's not won enough. I just think had he won that Europa League, it would have been so big for him. So I think the pressure's on at United this season. And Norwich City
he's not won anything. So he's been there 2.5 years now.
Exactly.
Maybe more. He's not won anything. He's been one final. He's been in a couple of semi-finals. I keep hearing about this progress Man United are making, and I don't see it.
Do you think it comes down to that, though?
Norwich City can't win it, Adam, this year. They're just going to build slowly.
Slowly and surely, but they'll get there in the end. The tortoise always wins the race. What about Leicester? We haven't mentioned Leicester, and they've just beaten Manchester City. They're the FA Cup holders. The last 2 seasons, they've spent more time in the top 4 than anybody else. It's just literally only on the final day at least 2 seasons ago, and on the penultimate match day of last season, where they weren't in the top 4. So what can we expect from Brendan Rodgers and the Foxes this coming season? Neil, first here.
Yeah, I think more the same. I think they'll be thereabouts. I just don't know if they've got the quality, the depth and quality to, you know, stay there. They're extending the King Power. They've got plans to, you know, put more seats in there. They've just finished a £95 million training ground, state of the art. So this is a club, Adam, that's completely on the up. But whether they have enough clout to attract the quality of player and to challenge consistently year in, year out, I think they just might come outside the top 4 again.
Chris? Leicester?
Yeah, 5th. They're going to finish 5th forever, possibly. Do you know what they are? The thing is you see their performance today. I mean, you know, think back. It was last season where they absolutely walloped Manchester City 5-2, I think, early on in the season, wasn't it? They have, you know, I like the business Brendan's done in the transfer market. If they are lucky in terms of not getting major injuries, then do you know what? I think they can push for the top 4. I just think that there are 4 better teams than Leicester City at this moment in time. But they are capable, and I'm not sitting on the fence here, Adam, because I know they're capable. We all know that they are. But, you know, maybe a bit of what's happened the last couple of seasons could affect them, the fact that they've fallen away at the end. I don't really think it will, but you know, it's good that they won today and they'll get confidence from that. But Leicester are a really good team. You know, a lot may depend on Vardy and his fitness, but I think the boy they've signed, Daka, is fine and will come in and score goals in the Premier League and hit the ground running.